now that the net of justice is on Wunmi, she has nothing else to do than to update us on reasons why she did not act appropriately, why she did not make sure that Mohbad went to the hospital. In fact, what we're about to hear is unbelievable. Wunmi said that the industry gods, I don't know who these industry gods are. I don't know how Wunmi stopped from Prime Boy, nurse, into industry gods. She said that the doctors can be bribed to harm Mohbad. That is the reason why they refuse to go to the hospital. At times, one will wonder how daft this one is. But you know, when someone is caught and they are not willing to be sincere, they come up with different narrative and insinuation. Imagine Wunmi telling literate people like us, intelligent people like us, that Mohbad, upcoming music artist, that cannot boast, cash, apart from, his record label owe him this and that. Mohbad could not boast of 100 million naira in his account. 100 million naira cash in his account. Wunmi was in charge of it. Wunmi cannot boast of 100 million naira of Mohbad's money in her account. No, not at all. Not at all. Not because Mohbad was not viable. Not because Mohbad was not productive. Not because Mohbad could not have such an amount. But we all know that record label want to get all that they can get off from their signee. They want to get it off. And they will make account of how much they paid for your this and that to promote you and this and that. So you end up with just some little amount of money. Not because you are not worth more, but that is the situation of Mohbad. That is the reason why Mohbad wanted to get himself out of his record label. So he started getting gigs here and there, not like a tour. Gigs here and there to perform alongside others in a club or somewhere in a show. The last one he went to was in the UK. Mohbad didn't come back from UK with millions, let's say like 100 million naira from that one. No, not at all. He probably got paid maybe 5,000 pounds, 4,000 pounds, or let us say even 3,000 pounds, because these are not money that are not worth something. How much are people going to pay to watch Mohbad and others come to the show? So let's say Mohbad got paid 2,000 pounds or 1,500 pounds, which is not small, but it's not as if Mohbad was this A-list that people will pay 300 pounds to watch him perform, 200 pounds to watch him perform. So what is this thing that Wunmi is saying, that the industry gods will pay doctors to harm Mohbad? What nonsense are you talking about? This is foolishness. Apart from Mohbad experiencing bully here and there, Wunmi, there was a video where he talked about you being among those bullies. You were there when it was happening to him. Let us watch this and we'll talk.
If they are targeting you, me think they be, I can feel it. Wunmi, nobody is targeting you. Nobody have your time. When we are ready for you, Wunmi, you will answer the call. You will answer that call. You will answer Berekete's call. You will answer every solicitor's call. Me, really no. When we are ready for you, they will call you and you will answer. Wọ́n ti biba bala ya láyà ẹni kokoda ní Nigeria tó máa ní kó má jẹ́ ìpè wa tá bá ti need ẹ. Wọ́n máa pè ẹ́ kò tí kàn ẹ́, Wunmi. Wọ́n máa pè yín kò tí kàn yín. Lọ page, go and take a chill pill. Ó yìí bá kàn ẹ́, má worry, má kú kí ikú tó dé. Nobody is targeting you, Wunmi. Spare me your freaking fuckery. Spare me your manipulative acts. Only they are attacking our only child by labeling him as illegitimate. Wunmi, ìwọ gangan mọ̀ nínú ara ẹ pé Mohbad kọ́ ló lọ́mọ yẹn. I want you to come out. Come and tell me. Tí ẹ gbé náwó mi lójú. Wunmi, insult me. Ṣé bó ti insult bàbá tó jù mí lọ. Insult me. Ara mi gbà wọ́ sí gan. Wunmi. Odija attacking our only child by labeling him as illegitimate. My husband was messed up mentally. Wunmi, you messed Mohbad up mentally. Let me tell you why Mohbad was messed up by you mentally. Ìtàn gbóná fún Mohbad. Ìyàwó tó tún wà nulẹ̀, ó ní títa bá tiẹ̀ ń gbóná fún ọkọ. Ìyàwó tó wà nulẹ̀, ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa look forward sí pé òun fẹ́ lọ bá ìyàwó òun lé, tóun bá ti rí ìyàwó òun, ọkọ òun máa balẹ̀. Wunmi, reverse is the case. Instead, kúkú sínú lẹ́yìn, nǹkan tẹ́ ń put síta là ń follow. Prime boy confirm pé fún ní fọkànbalẹ̀ látàárọ̀ dalẹ́rí. Àdúrà àbúrò ẹ̀ tó tún gbé nínú lẹ́yìn, òun náà confirm ẹ̀, ó lójoojúmọ́ lẹ máa ń jà. Ó ní fún Mohbad nísinmi. Ó ní ìjọ́ tí Mohbad dé láti ọkùnrin wo ló máa lọ wá nǹkan àti jẹ. Ọmọ yẹn kọrin for hours, ó tún dé Wunmi ò fún nísinmi, ó tún ń bàjà. Gbogbo ọjọ́ ló fún ọmọ yẹn nísinmi. Mohbad gan confirm ẹ̀ nínú voice note tá gbọ́. Ó lójoojúmọ́ ló máa ń fóun ní wàhálà. Wá lọ máa bá ìyá òun, wá lọ máa pòkọ ìbànújẹ́ sí. Wunmi, ta ni ò fún bọ̀bọ́ ẹ̀ nísinmi? Ìwọ ni number 1 person tó fún nísinmi. Bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní lára níta, tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó bímọ fún ló fẹ́ pa. Àtàwọn ìyá ẹ̀ tó ti náwó Mohbad tó ti pa sáyé tó tún fẹ́ pa. Inú ilé tó tún bọ̀ nǹkan ṣó fún nísinmi ni Wunmi. Mò ń bí ẹ lọ́rọ̀ ni. Wọ́n sọ pé tó bá bàjà tán, ìwọ náà ló máa kó ẹrù tó máa lọ sínú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì fódìndí ọ̀sẹ̀ 4. Mi ìríbi tó pàṣẹ àwọn tí ń jàrí tó lọ jókòó sótẹ́ẹ̀lì tó sọ pé òun ń bínú. Wunmi, Ọlọ́run á dájọ́ fún ẹ. Gbogbo àwọn apápọ̀ obìnrin rere tó ń wá justice ní gbogbo orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáyé, Wunmi, wọ́n á dájọ́ fún ẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kà lọ. My husband was messed up mentally, psychologically, and physically. If he had continued speaking publicly about his challenges. Wunmi, ó sọ pé if Mohbad would have, tó bá jẹ́ pé Mohbad ń sọ̀rọ̀ síta pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe, bóyá kò ti ní kú, Wunmi kò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Àìsọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad lórin tó ń kọ, ṣó ti gbàgbé ni. Prime boy confirm fún wa. You think say I know they see? PA tẹ́ bá ń wò mí, ẹ bá mi send the video Prime boy yẹn kí n play fún kó gbọ́. Prime boy ti sọ fún wa. Only you think say I know they see? Me I they see ìmọ̀lẹ̀. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn Wunmi, Mohbad ò fi kọrin, Mohbad ò sọ̀rọ̀ síta, but gbogbo ẹ̀ ló fi ń kọrin. Òpònú ìyàwó tó jẹ́, òpònú olè tó jẹ́ pé olè ló wá jà nínú ilé Mohbad. Ó wá lọ lọ́wọ́ gbà ni, ó wá gba ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ni, ó wá parí mission ẹ̀ nínú ilé Mohbad ni. Kò jẹ́ kó pay attention to details of his music. Ìwọ gan ò lè sọ pé orin tí Mohbad ń kọ ni, ṣé ìyàwó rere nìyẹn? Tó bá yẹ pé ọmọ orin tí Mohbad ń kọ ni, ó ní sọ pé Mohbad will speak out. Mohbad was always speaking out with his music. Wunmi, Mohbad was always speaking out with his music. Ṣé bless ni? Bless lórí yẹn. No, ẹ bá mi wá bí tí, mo wá bí tí Prime boy ṣe video yẹn jọ yẹn. You think say I know they see? Many things, too many things. Mi ìfẹ́ orin yẹn. Prime boy ló jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé Wunmi ló ń bá wínú orin yẹn. Ipe ọ̀rọ̀ bí mo rí, ṣùgbọ́n mo rí, mo kàn sọ̀rọ̀ ni. So Wunmi, Mohbad ń rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn. Má sọ pé kò rí. Ìwọ ló stupid bí ya Mohbad náà ṣe stupid. Only if he had continued speaking publicly about his challenge, perhaps he would still be alive today. Wunmi, báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ wà alive? Ẹ ti ṣàpapín ẹran Mohbad. Ẹ ti orchestrate plan yẹn. Tí ò bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ ní gbé Mohbad lọ sílé alágbo kó lọ bímọ. Ẹ ní gbé ò ní lọ bímọ lé alágbo. Tí ò bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Mohbad ò ní pé ẹ ní transformer tó ń pín kiri Lẹ́kì. Àṣírí tú sí Mohbad lọ́wọ́ lẹ pa. Wunmi, ẹ jẹ́ kí máa sọ lọ. Only I wish he had summoned the courage to come publicly as many times as he could. Wunmi, báwo ni Mohbad ṣe fẹ́ summon courage láti bọ́ síta wá sọ̀rọ̀? Ìwọ àti ìyá ẹ ti kọ́kọ́ manipulate destiny ẹ. Remote control, left control ẹ. Ọmọ 27 years old tí ò ní account number, tí ò ní account tó ń fowó sí tó jẹ́ pé account ìyá ẹ àtàbúrò ìyá ẹ ló ń fowó sí ṣé ẹ ti kọ́kọ́ bà yé ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ Wunmi ṣé ẹ ti kọ́kọ́ bà yé ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé àgbàlagbà tó ní account tí ò ní account ẹ jẹ́ kí má ká lọ ó ní how I wish he had sum up the courage to come publicly as many times as he could, but he didn't want anyone to see his vulnerability. Wunmi, but you saw his vulnerability and you took advantage of it. You saw Mohbad's vulnerability and you took advantage of it, Wunmi. He was a gentle, calm soul. Remember? Only he was a gentle, calm soul, making a man feel inferior. Wunmi, only making a man feel inferior, making him live in fear, assaulting him publicly, among others. Now, only making a man feel inferior, making him live in fear, assaulting him publicly. Now, Wunmi, so my people won't come and share their secret. Ìgbésẹ̀ wo ló gbé as obìnrin rere tó bá yẹ pé bó ṣe ń fò kiri ńsìn tó lọ bá blogger to blogger tó lọ bá gist wèrè ńgbà yẹn tó yẹ pé gbà yẹn ló lọ bá ni ìwọ náà ní platform you don't need to go to anybody ojoojúmọ́ ló update back to back òun ló dífá fún ẹ tó yẹ pé ìgbà tí Mohbad kú ẹ̀mẹ́jọ ló update lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ myself I miss you ta ló máa rọ́pò Mohbad you were just talking about yourself. It shows how selfish and self-centered you are as Agbesu Mohbad. Okay, you feel intimidated, don't feel threatened. Ìgbésẹ̀ wo ló gbé ìgbà tó máa parọ́ ní Mohbad ní kẹ́ má sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Accepted. Mo ti fún ẹ example tipẹ́tipẹ́. Mo ní bọ̀bọ́ kan bully ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń bí báyìí. Ó sọ di ẹrú ó máa ná ànàfẹ́ kú tó bá fẹ́ do náà ànàfẹ́ kú ni. Bèbí yẹn sọ fún mi. Mo ní máa pe social ó ní kí n má pè mo ní mo ti gbọ́. Ọmọ ilé ìjọba kan ti máa ń send nǹkan sí London. Mo dẹ̀ lábúrò kan tó ń ṣe social worker. Ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ mo ti pè ẹni yẹn. Mo fún wọn ládírẹ́sì mo fún wọn gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó mà ti fúnlé, ó mà ti níwèé. Just because girl yẹn ò níwèé, ó máa bully ẹ̀, ó máa threaten ẹ̀. A ní tó bá lọ fẹjọ́ sọ máa gbé padà sílé. Mo máa sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Wùnmí tí mo bá dìbà tẹ̀ ní kò má sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo kíní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sọmọ yìí pé ilẹ̀kùn kú lọmọ yìí kàn. Ta ni ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Ṣùgbọ́n àìbìkítà òkun ẹ̀ tẹ níbàjẹ́ òkun ẹ̀ ẹni tó fẹ́ sunjẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni tó wá fẹ́ pọ̀ para lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad ẹni tó fẹ́ kó kú tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ó wá láwọn encourager àwọn enabler tó enable kú yẹn tú wọ kí ló fẹ́ ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kà lọ. The last time they attacked him, I begged him to speak out, but he felt powerless against the influence of the industry gods. Ṣé only the last time to attack him. Olóhun bẹ́ẹ̀ kó speak out. Only but Mohbad don't speak out. On bẹ̀rù àwọn industry god. Wunmi, I'm telling you all, Wunmi knows a lot. If Nigeria were to be a sane country, Wunmi will be locked up by now. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo updates tó máa ń fún wa lójoojúmọ́, tá dẹ̀ rí àwọn àṣírí ńláńlá ńbẹ̀. Wunmi, who are the industry gods? I want you to come out and tell us. You know a lot. Why are you keeping mute? Why are you just protecting your son? Báwo ló ti jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn ló jẹ́ lógún? Ikú tí Mohbad kú ò jẹ́ lógún. If you really mean all this that you said, go to Berekete, go and say your truth. Go to Falana, say your truth to Falana. And stop manipulating Nigerians. You said, I beg him to speak out. Wunmi, you never did. Ìwọ gangan ló ń threaten ní Mohbad. Mohbad nínú ẹ̀ ń gbà kan. Ìgbà tí Mohbad káṣekúṣe mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́. Ó nà ẹ́ blue black. Ó dẹ̀ ya gbogbo photo bó ṣe nà ẹ́ yẹn. Anytime tí Mohbad bá ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ síta, ó máa fi photo yẹn threaten ẹ̀. Ó sọ pé ayé àbàjẹ́ bí ayé little cash. Ó máa gbé Aunty Yemi, God bless you. Tí Mohbad bá ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún tó ń ká mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́. Those are one of the things tó fi threaten Mohbad ńgbà yẹn. Nǹkan tó fi ṣe fún pọ̀ o. But one of the things tó fi Mohbad dẹ̀ wò pé ẹ̀rọ̀fọ̀ lòun ti ń bọ̀ inú yàmàyàmá lòun ti ń bọ̀ kò dẹ̀ fẹ́ padà síbẹ̀ because ó ti taste ọlá ti dùn mọ́. Wunmi bọ́ síta kó já mi pé ó ní fídíò àti fọ́tò lọ́wọ́ bí Mohbad ṣe nù ẹ́ tó tẹ̀lé pé káṣekúṣe mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́. Ó máa ń sọ fúngbà yẹn ni pé ayé ẹ máa bàjẹ́ bí ayé Little Kesh ni tí n bá ju fọ́tò yìí síta. Ó dẹ̀ ń sọ fún pé ṣọ́mọ ìpọ́n máa lísìn sóbìnrin. Butter. So why are you not telling me you told him to speak up? Wunmi, you never encourage Mohbad to speak up. You are always threatening him with different things. You are always threatening him with different things. Number one here, number two. Only Mohbad would have sought medical treatment after his injury if he didn't live in constant fear. He avoids hospitals because he believed the medical system could be compromised. Aramide, God bless you. Only Mohbad would have sought medical treatment. Ìgbà tí injury ṣẹlẹ̀. Wunmi, ìwọ ṣe sọ fún gist lover pé injury ni Mohbad ní. Ó sọ fún gist lover pé injury ló ní. Ó sọ pé wọ́n ti pa. Ó ní Naira Marley àti Sam Larry ti pa. Why tó ṣe wá sọ fún Anderson pé ìgbà injury ló ní. Wunmi, àní lot wà ní bíbá. Tó yẹ pé Nigeria police fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ni. I need kama pariwo báyìí. Wunmi should have been taken into the police custody for questioning because a lot of secrets Wunmi is spitting out in this update. And only Mohbad would have sought medical treatment after his injury if he did not live in constant fear. He avoids hospital because he believed the medical system could compromise. Wunmi, báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ pé medical system will be compromised? How do you know that? Ṣé ẹ ti compromise wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ni? Ó ti wò pé bó ṣe compromise àwọn ọlọ́pàá bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lẹ ṣe lè compromise medical system. Wunmi, can you see your life outside? Can you see your yansh outside, Wunmi? Only medical system could be compromised. So, báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ń compromise àwọn hospital? Ó ti mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, àwọn ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ lọ bá bó ṣe compromise nìyẹn, tó fún wa ní police report, bó ṣe jẹ́ pé wọ́n tọ́jú death certificate. Only medical system could be compromised and doctors can be bribed. Only doctors can be bribed to harm him. Báwo ni Wunmi ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí assumption? I'm not going to say Wunmi is speaking on assumption. He's speaking with facts. Báwo ni Wunmi ṣe máa fẹ́ náà rẹ̀ sọ pé ó lè bribe àwọn doctor kan pa Mohbad. A jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí Wunmi ṣe gangan ló ń sọ fún wa. Wunmi, you were bribed. You know what you have done to Mohbad and you killed him. Nǹkan tí Wunmi ṣe ló ń dà sórí àwọn doctor. Báwo ni mo ṣe máa jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ ayé mi tí mo máa sọ pé wọ́n lè bribe doctor kó pa Mohbad. Wọ́n lè bribe doctor kó harm Mohbad. Who does that? Nínú audio tá gbọ́ Wunmi tí máa bẹ́ẹ̀ play later. Mohbad sọ pé hospital tẹ́ gbé mi lọ wọ́n fẹ́ pa mí ńbẹ̀ o. Mohbad sọ pé Wunmi tí n bá kú gbogbo ayé máa mọ̀ pé wà táwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ lẹ pa mí. Why are you now pushing the narrative to the doctors? Why, Wunmi? And then to be cockini. Oh, stupid. Just stupid ni. Because Anthony Lakaye kolobeko. Please, I want you to pay attention to details. Wunmi sọ pé, I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Wunmi, what is your truth? Why did you go to Abu Ebel? I thought you told Abu Ebel a lot. You don't have to tell us a lot. Go to Berekete. We don't want to freaking hear your a lot. Your a lot is not gonna change our mind. We have this strong belief that you killed Mohbad until it is proven in the court of law, until it is proven at Berekete's court. We are not gonna change our mind. Our mind is rigid that you killed Mohbad. Check back on also, I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Who are the people? Wunmi, speak your truth and let your truth set you free. Immediately you speak your truth, nothing is going to happen to you. I can give you that 100% assurance because the whole world, they are watching this justice for Mohbad. What the Femobito Madasi? Wunmi, if you want protection, go to Berekete. Nothing is going to happen to you. Nobody is going to harm you. Come out and speak your truth and let your truth set you free. Because you are saying now that you know a lot. Boshelaba just love and to support more a lot. Otukurombe, Olaba girl to ìkejì stuff àti mo casting by ó lọ bá yẹn náà ó sọ pé I know a lot but you are not saying anything. Wunmi, stop your manipulative act. Stop it. Stop your lies.
Now, a lot of people have asked, why? What? And what is this? Why did Mohbad stay with Wunmi? With all of these audio recordings that got leaked and people listened to it and they said to themselves, no, this is unacceptable. Why did Mohbad stick to Wunmi? Now, our guest said something that Mohbad was being blackmailed. And I'm kind of thinking somehow that Mohbad maybe would have done all of this. Like, no, not at all. I don't care. Wunmi was caught in a terrible act and Mohbad got upset and they had some physical combat. Wunmi got brain reset very well and Wunmi recorded all of it and vowed to put it out on social media should Mohbad take any further action. I don't think that is tenable considering this generation. I don't think that is enough. Our guest made mention of Little Kesh, how the partner of Little Kesh put out pictures and videos of what Little Kesh did, how Little Kesh battered her, and people stopped being fans of Little Kesh. I don't think that would have affected Mohbad. That would not have affected Mohbad if Wunmi had put out that content. Mohbad sang and put out these lyrics. Lekki Transformer. This is what this lady did. This is what she has been doing. Now, people would have, in fact, how I wish Wunmi had put out this video. Maybe Mohbad would be alive today. Maybe both of them would have broken apart and there would be no need for this analysis, investigation, pressing the government to do the needful and all of that. Maybe he would have been alive today. The previous analysis that was done on this platform, if you've not watched it, you will hear the audio, the voice of Mohbad saying clearly, I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know who to trust anymore. I saw Wunmi. Cynthia is there. Cynthia is there. If anything happens to me, hold the Malian, hold Naira Marley responsible. That is because when Mohbad experienced what he experienced, he was shocked that those that attacked him, those that brutalized him, those that did all they did to him. Now, I'm not saying Mohbad is a perfect person. He probably must have done something to them and they did something to him back. But he did not expect that they were going to be more on him. Like it was like a gang up. Let's say he had issues with one or two people. Then all of a sudden he realized that more of them, like they didn't like him. They didn't like him. Don't forget that Mohbad is the star. Apart from Naira Marley now. Among the Malians, Mohbad is the star there. So Nolisky cannot match up to Mohbad. None of them there can match up to Mohbad. Mohbad was the key. His lyrics are superb. He's a philosopher. Definitely, there will be envy. And Mohbad knows what he carries. So he carried himself like someone who knows what is inside of him too. Even though he is a shy person somehow, he's not someone who is that. But regardless of this, regardless of all of these things, is the demise of Mohbad what Wunmi should be happy for? Is that what Mohbad is expected to be paid in? Wunmi, that is the question. Does he deserve that? Because you are the one spinning a lot. You claim that you don't know. Even though your fans, your supporters, they said you are the prime witness. And we asked you what you witnessed. Till today, you're unable to tell us what you witnessed. You only concluded that the nurse is the one that pied Mohbad. The same that you are trying to tell us that, oh, the doctors can be bribed to take Mohbad's life. Mohbad was always afraid of the hospital. Now, are you telling us that the nurse, because that was a narrative you guys pushed out there, that the nurse was sent to buy Mohbad? That's a conclusion, that the nurse was sent to buy Mohbad. Is the nurse. That is what Wunmi said when she was grilled. She concluded saying that the nurse is the one that bought Mohbad. And the reason they called the nurse is because Prime Boy and Mohbad had a clash. Mohbad hit Prime Boy. Then she said the rest she does not know. After Mohbad hit Prime Boy, she closed her eyes and her ears. In fact, she disappeared. That is what she made us believe. And the nurse was now called because Mohbad's hand was swollen. The nurse administered medication and Mohbad now died. It's a pity that toxicology and whatever it is that they claim they are onto is not released or maybe even done. Because I'm kind of thinking maybe there is more in the bloodstream of Mohbad. Did Wunmi inject something into the IV line after the nurse had administered and did what she needed to do? Then Wunmi went in there and did what she wanted to do. What exactly is this thing? Because these industry gods, are the industry gods inside of the room when Mohbad passed away? Because she's claiming that the industry gods are the reason why she did not do what she was supposed to do, like take Mohbad to the hospital, do what she needed to do this and that, that Mohbad didn't even like it. Okay, let us assume this is so. Wunmi's mother is a so-called police officer. How come she didn't use her influence to protect Mohbad and Wunmi? Of course not. Because Wunmi is part of those that were bullying. He's more or less like the informant. Wunmi is the informant. She's the one informing those that were attacking Mohbad. She's with Mohbad, smiling, acting like we are together. But also the one updating who she needs to update to torture Mohbad, to do all of these things. When Mohbad discovered, I don't know why Mohbad could not cut off. They said Mohbad was under a spell. That's why he could not cut off. Or Mohbad simply could not take action because he was weak inside of his mind. He was not someone who could decide and secure himself, secure his life. He's someone who believes that troubles will just go away without taking any action, any productive action. Well, it is clear to everybody that this is not so. It just does not work that way. It doesn't work that way. Mohbad would have been alive if he took action. But now that he is gone, how can it be that the prime suspect, the living, is now asking us to seek for justice for her and not the disease, not Mohbad? How? All that has been said, Wunmi has not accepted any blame. Like, okay, this is the one I did wrong. This is what I did. I made mistakes here. Even the audio recordings that got released, Wunmi and her family, they are trying to cover up the audio. Like, no, that audio is of no use. And our fans said it's a normal thing that happens between a man and a woman. Really? So because it's a man and a woman, it means that that man cannot be deleted because the other person is a woman. Like, seriously? The industry gods, that's the new anthem now. The industry gods, they are the one. The industry gods, what is this industry? What is these gods? Yes, there are certain people that might not be happy. There are certain that might be jealous, but the sky is big enough for everyone to fly. What is this thing about Mohbad? Mohbad is not the only star upcoming. Mohbad is not the only person that can vibe, that can sing. There are millions, thousands. Nigeria is blessed with it. So what is this thing about the industry gods want to take Mohbad out because he is a star? What are you talking about? How many people knew Mohbad? How many people were listening to Mohbad? Not until after his demise. That's when he got that popularity. That's when Mohbad got popularity. That's when people took time to listen to his songs and lyrics. So what is this industry god? They spotted that is Nigeria. Are you saying that Nigeria lacks talent when it comes to music, entertainment? No. You find a young boy somewhere that has not learned any cinematography, pick up a mobile phone and begin to replicate what he has watched on some other content creators page or channel, or what he or she has seen back in those years from Nollywood, and they keep getting better. So we have millions of talents. So what is this thing about industry god? They are scared of Mohbad's success. What is that? There's nothing like that. Of course, people can be jealous, like, oh, you have friends around you that are jealous of you and all of that. But not like the industry gods are worried that Mohbad is going to now stop all of them from singing. No, it's not possible. Mohbad was never, he's only going to fulfill his own pathway, his own destiny in the music industry. He's not going to shut everybody up like all of a sudden now Mohbad is singing. Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Olamide, just mention them, Little Cash, whatever, all of them will now stop singing because Mohbad is now singing. No, it's not possible. It is not possible. Wunmi, tell us what happened to Mohbad. You are involved in the demise of Mohbad. Don't play games. We are not ready for foolishness here. Don't play games. All this trash that you are trying to put out there, trying to confuse people. Tomorrow it is this, tomorrow it is that is this. You keep coming up with just everything senseless because you need to absolve yourself. Because you need to clean yourself. Because you need to wash yourself clean of the atrocity, of the wickedness that you know you can never escape from. Stop giving updates. Stop talking trash. We know what you did. We know how you did it. We know something happened in that house. Something went wrong. Unfortunately, the nurse has not been vocal enough as we want. She has not been able to come out to talk and tell us what she saw, apart from the account of her mother saying that, they sent me a picture. They said Mohbad's hand is swollen. I didn't know it was Mohbad. I got there. This is what I saw. This is what I did. Everyone was present. I did what I needed to do. What I administered to Mohbad cannot take him out. So, what took Mohbad out? Wunmi, what pied Mohbad? If it is a mystery, why then are you running around circles? Why is DNA impossible? Why? It shows that you are guilty. The guilty are always afraid. Now, during this conversation that Wunmi had with one of those that asked questions about what happened to Mohbad, well, she said that there was a time they went to buy something. Mohbad was sick. They went to buy medication in a pharmacy. Some guys chased them with weapons. So if all of these things happened, how come, Wunmi, you never screamed, you never shouted, you never said anything? Oh, she said, Mohbad said I shouldn't say anything, that we should keep quiet. Now, Mohbad's mother also said the same thing, that when all of these problems started, that she told Mohbad, listen, let's go and meet Fuji musician K1, Kwam1, Wasiu Ayinde. Let's go meet him and tell him what is happening to you so that he can help speak to some of these guys. I am sure that this man can talk to them and they will stop. He will call them on phone and say, hey, stop this. According to her, Mohbad said, no, we should not. So Mohbad was someone, that is a picture that is being painted, that is aware of the problem, cannot fight the problem, cannot stop the problem, cannot put an end to the problem, and does not want to take action on the problem, hoping that the problem will go away. He said no. Mohbad's father also said the same, that when this started, I said, no, let me take action. In fact, the action that Mohbad's father took against Wunmi and her family, that day that they had a meeting, Mohbad disappointed his father too. His father was like, what's wrong with this boy? After the meeting ended, Mohbad came back and said, Daddy, I just don't want to say the truth there. These people, and his father is like, what's wrong with this guy? The thing is this, is that Mohbad was under a very strong muti, juju, or he was just someone who didn't take action on issues that are critical. I understand some of these things to a point. You see, when you are in that teenage age, or prior to your teenage age, you want to shine, you want to stand strong, you want to be seen as strong, powerful. You don't want your parents to now come to cry on your behalf. You don't want, but the thing is this, you need a backbone. If you are not the backbone, you need to be strong. And to be strong, you need something behind you. Mohbad never had a backup. If you are going against people that you think or believe are powerful or stronger than you, or if they are more than you, you also need a matchup. You need more people behind you, more people around you to be able to break. You need to understand politics, street politics, how to go about it. Mohbad, if he had listened to his mother when his mom said, let's go and see Kwamwon, maybe he would be alive today. Maybe Kwamwon would have called one or two people and say, hey, what is this thing that you guys are doing to this guy? He has reported you guys. If anything happens again, action will be taken. Then Mohbad can now move around. Mohbad got into the industry thinking of only the craft, not fully, of course he's aware, but not fully aware of the consequences or fully aware of what can happen along the line. And of course, every young person in Nigeria knows about these things. You are in the music industry. There is a cult, there is a society, there is a group, there is a fraternity. If you don't belong to that one, you must pay homage to that one. You must pay homage to this person. Oh, you're going to this show. You must be this, you must be that. A lot. It's a cesspool. Dirty, murky water. That's what it is. All of them have to. If you don't, they will try to bully you. They will try to fight you. That's what they've made it. The industry, let us tighten it up. You must belong to this. You must belong to that. If you don't belong to this, you cannot be free. Let's say you go for a show somewhere. If you don't belong to them, you have to pay. Like a mafia thing. You have to pay to perform here or there. Unless you have that strong backing. And don't forget that even if you have that strong backing, how much can you pay to sustain that backing? It's still the same thing. It's either you do it directly or indirectly. So many of them often will opt for, let me belong, so I don't need to pay any tax. I won't need to pay a lot of it, even if I have to donate or put money into some, but I won't have to pay too huge, too much. So whenever I have a show, I will always have my backup. That's how they roll. They must belong to one thing or the other. All of them, they are in one fraternity, one cult, one society, one group, one this, one that. If you don't want to, then you continue flowing, doing your thing, but you will be limited. That's how it works. Unless you have some political backup, maybe your parents or your siblings or someone. You must have something that they will be afraid of. Those people will be like, okay, let's respect this one. If we are to make anything, this one, the uncle of this person is Inspector General of Police. If anything happens, they will snow or smoke us all out. So these are some of the things that Wunmi knows about. Rather than now telling us the truth, confessing, she now wants to hang it on this. Wunmi, what happened in Mohbad's house? When Mohbad returned from the show, was there something given to Mohbad that pied him? Were there signs? Did he complain of anything? Before he went, when he came back from the London show, the one that Shekpeteri and her man friend Polo, the one they went for, was there any sign? Did anything happen to Mohbad? Did he complain? When you guys went for the show, was there any argument between you and Mohbad? What was the argument about? Till today, Wunmi cannot tell us the argument between herself and Mohbad. You are as guilty as guilt can ever be, Wunmi. Justice for Mohbad.